Sure, let me do a quick little thing. I am listening to Actress by Anne Enright, which is divided into chapters, and I'm enjoying it. But it's divided into chapters, at least as the electronic thing, like when it clicks over from one to another. However, Anne Enright, as she reads it, just simply goes on into the next section. There is no chapter 11 or chapter 12. It just goes on into the next section, so there's not that division, which is probably an artistic choice on Anne Enright's part. But it's like, man, I really like having divisions. If anything, just to say, okay, you could stop here and then you can come back, and maybe on the page that is the case, that you can see a gap. There'll be a gap and you can flip over. I'd be curious. I should download like Kindle the Kindle version and see if it does actually say chapter one at the front, or if it just starts and the chapters are just something that's been inserted in there for the audiobook, just to kind of break up the files. But I would like the divisions. It makes it easier for me to say, okay, here's a section I could like think about. I could stop and I could think about. Whereas if it just continually flows and flows, it's like suddenly I'm at the end, or I'm halfway through a section when I have to stop for whatever reason, and it's like an incomplete thought. As much as like a chapter is like a thought or a scene or a subject matter, like uh, you know, uh, with Catherine's kind of flirtation with it's flirtation, which is really offends Nora, with the IRA, with all the violence of the IRA. There's that. There's Nora's sex life. There's yeah, various things which it would be easier for me to kind of conceptualize and hold it together as someone who reads piecemeal, who doesn't read things in one giant gulp. Uh, it would be much easier to read, but it's a quibble. It's a really good book. All right, I will leave it there.